Why do you think an insurance company would give someone $100,000 of life insurance for $38 a month if the chances of them passing away during the 10 years is high? Like, how does that even make sense? The reason, and let them answer, the reason that you can get 100,000 for 38 is because they're banking on the fact that you are going to outlive the policy. And what do you think happens to all of those payments of $38 that you made all of those years? Like if you explain and end with a question instead of just telling the information, it forces them to come up with the answers so they are understanding it. They'll say what happens, or it stays with the insurance company. Exactly. So that's why you can get so much coverage for such a small payment, because if you get approved for a policy like that, there's actually a 97% chance that you're going to outlive it. And all that money stays with the insurance company and you don't get any of it back. Right? So then I'm going to ask her again. So tell me why you wouldn't want to get a term policy in your own words. Right? You can
Okay.
even be that specific. Right? Or why you would. Right? Either way is fine. I just want to
Hmm.
make sure that we have a decision here on whether or not she does or doesn't. Because if she says, well, I would want it because that's a great deal. And I would say, okay, well, let me ask you this then. You told me earlier that part of this money was supposed to pay for your funeral, right? And you want a traditional burial, which that could be anywhere from 15, 20, 25,000, right? So what happens then if you live 10 years in one day and then you pass and there's no money? What happens then? Who pays for your funeral? Where does the money come from? Right? I need her to start thinking about the consequences of getting a cheap policy, a large amount of coverage. And then tell me, I need her to like convince herself that that's probably not the best choice. That will allow me to segue to whole life and then bring in her other example. That's why we ask those questions, Ed, so we
Sure.
can get that information and use it here. Right? So you got a gift early on and you
Yeah, I
didn't.
got the information. I didn't use it at the right place.
Yeah. So then you segue to whole life, which would be so on the other